An unjust law is no law at all. Which means I have a right, even a duty, to resist. With violence or civil disobedience. You should pray I choose the latter. You should pray I choose the latter. You should pray I choose the latter.
The great debaters. When I was younger, right, I used to always think, you know, we settled our issues. If a motherfucker had a problem with me, we might come to blows. I might sock a motherfucker. Something came up like that. And then when I got older, you know, I realized that people were like, you know, violence doesn't solve anything. And I'm sitting there like, maybe these motherfuckers right, you know, maybe I just fall back because violence doesn't solve anything. But, you know, as I get older now and I'm more wise, you know, violence is war and motherfuckers lose wars, and it does solve something because that motherfucker's dead. Violence does solve some things, a lot of things in this world, you know what I mean? It seems to. But on point, what I'm trying to get you to understand is there's a lot of motherfuckers that are the great debaters. You understand what I mean? They just love to have a conversation about things. You know why I don't do any public speaking or anything? Because it dilutes the hustle, homie. It dilutes the reason for me to be out here than to go out here motivating you and having conversations with you. I'd rather give you the tools, homie. You saying you gonna build something and you need a hammer? Well, here's the hammer. You need a car to get to where you get to? Then here's the car. You need the money to get up? Then let's hustle to get the money. I'm only concentrating on the tools to get these things done. I don't have no time for no goddamn debates. I don't have no time to be sitting there on some round table where we all jaw jack or me pull up a microphone and give you a fireside chat or some bullshit. I don't got no time for that, homie. And the main reason why is because it doesn't accomplish anything. It's just a way of making the powerless feel like they have been heard. When you hear motherfuckers come up with networking, think tanks, blah, 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 let's all talk about it. What's going to be done besides the fact that you felt good about saying some shit about it? You know what I mean? And then since the Facebook phenomenon, motherfuckers just referring, listen to this, read this. We're all involved. We're all up to date. On what? On doing absolutely nothing. So I always believe these motherfuckers are just the great debaters. Right? And somehow they became famous for fucking debating each other. Ooh, I can't wait to hear what so-and-so when he talked to so-and-so. Ooh, that's going to be interesting. What the fuck is going to happen with the situation at hand? Right? We all went through the Ferguson and then homeboy in Baltimore and all this shit going down. And everybody want to talk to your black ass about how you feel. And what you think was fair and unfair. What the fuck you going to do about it? The brother's dead. And you ain't going to do shit about it but talk about it. And then you going to stop talking about it because you're going to say, that motherfucker dead, man. It ain't like we can do nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? God bless him. God bless his family, man. You know, but he a casualty of war of us trying to be ourselves in the midst of somebody else's country and somebody else's business, in the middle of somebody else's land, in the middle of somebody else's fucking fantasy of what the world should be. And as long as we don't stand up and do something, and I'm not talking about stand up and fight, as long as we don't try to create our own reality, then we're still going to be casualties to this shit. You still going to lose your house because they don't want to believe you, or some white dude gonna fire your ass, or they don't believe in your business, or they not gonna give you a loan, or they not gonna give you a house, and it all comes back to the same basic thing. But we're not gonna debate that, are we? We're gonna talk about the symptoms of the problem with no solution to the problem. And this is why I never wanted to be part of that shit. You know, I get requests in my email. Hey Freeman, come and talk to this. You know, I think you might be a good person to be on the round table. Man, I'm tired of this European shit. I don't care nothing about no goddamn round table, the king's table, the knight's table, the queen's table. I'm tired of this shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be part of your boardroom. I don't want to be part of the motherfuckers they call to talk about shit. And what can we come to a resolution? When all you're making is a suggestion, it's not a resolution. A resolution means something's been resolved. Motherfuckers have it mixed up between a resolution and suggestion. You understand what I mean? You just saying shit to people. Like when you go to work, and I you know, it's hot in here. And you know what I mean? And if you didn't have to say it's hot in here, you're suggesting to the powers that be, it's hot in here. Can someone go get the thermostat? Because I don't have enough power to go fucking change the thermostat myself. And then if you're really a bitch, what do you say? Hey man, is it hot to you? Yeah man, it's kind of hot here, huh? Man, it's kind of stuffy in here. And then you keep bitching and complaining about it to somebody go adjust it down 2-3 degrees and you feel like, wow, I did something. You didn't do shit. If you wanted to solve the problem, homie, guess what? You'd have went over to the thermostat and turned that bitch down. But I can't do that because it's not my company. Well, yeah, a lot of shit ain't your company, homie. Your life ain't your motherfucking company. But I wanted to get into this great debater shit because I never understood why it was always, or it has become, the requisite or the domain of men to have these fucking conversations. The domain of men to resolve these issues without saying, well, you know what? It's too much shit on the street. Let's go clean it up. Let's go do that shit right now. Let's set it up for the weekend. See, when you become educated and teachable in this game, you learn to handle things in a way that is not really who you are. Because if I told you, hey man, let's make some money, and you said, let's plan it out. Okay, we have a plan. Okay, let's think it over again. Let's get some. I'm gonna say, hey man, what the fuck we waiting for, man? We trying to make money. Aren't we just selling bottled water? Why don't we just go out to the corner and see what happens? You know that's gonna come up because I'm a man, and we're gonna get to the end of the problem. Let me give you a better example. You know, when I was growing up, I have sisters, and my mother used to tell my sisters, you know, don't ask your brothers to do anything, or don't come to them with their problems because they're gonna go outside and they're gonna fucking handle it. They're gonna do something. In other words, she was telling them, don't just be suggesting shit to them, because if it's a problem, he's gonna get up and handle it. He's not gonna talk about it. And I'm sure in your lifetime, for women that are listening, it always seemed like men are these thugs or Neanderthal dudes who you can't have a conversation with. But really, homie, it's like my boy Marshawn Lynch said, I'm about that action, homie. I mean, I'd rather be outside handling this shit. I ain't gonna be sitting here talking all motherfucking day. But in this new era of communication with all the internet and everything else, we have communication at an all-time high. You know what I mean? If something going down, motherfuckers can see it on Facebook way before, and we're all, you know what I mean, disgusted. And then somebody at the TV station says, wow, that they shot, what's that called, the dude up in Baltimore, and that shit went viral. The disgust of black people went viral. Viral means like everybody's aware of it, and it's really catching steam. What does that mean for the brother that got shot? What does that mean for what's going to happen on the street? Nothing. There's a lot of people just clicking like to stories and shit, and with no action behind it. So the action was to click, motherfucker. I like that story. I like that someone brought it up. I like that we're debating white supremacy. I like that we're talking this. I like that we're talking that. But no action, partner. It ain't nothing coming out of it. So I always remember that Denzel Washington show is like, you know what I'm saying? And all these black shows is always beating the white school or whatever. Some triumph over tragedy. The black kids, they didn't even know how to speak English, and somehow they learned to become the great debaters. You know, the black people, they joined together on the blogosphere. They formed nothing but a whole bunch of this article had 18,000 likes. That means black people are mobilizing behind a click on Facebook, and we're going to debate this shit tonight on BET. Tune in tonight, because a lot of you motherfuckers click likes on Facebook. It's just a whole bunch of debating shit, and then motherfuckers take a commercial break and sell you fucking Ivory soap, and then some Guinness, and some whatever the other shit the devil forcing on your ass. Would you like Ciroc? Celebrate with Ciroc next time your ass don't give a fuck about life. But today, let's get back to serious shit. Back to Ferguson. Back to Baltimore. Back to Compton. Back to Southside Chicago. Back to this. Back to that. Nothing ain't gonna happen, homie. And you might wonder, why doesn't Freeman put this shit up? Because it's just so disappointing, man. Freeman, what do you think about Ferguson? The brother's dead. What do you think about Chicago? Summer is a bad time in most bad neighborhoods, homie. Get your guns up. It was bad in Compton. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers dying all over the place when the kids get out of school. That's just what's up. If you ever grew up in a bad neighborhood, that's what's popping. Motherfuckers need mandatory summer school. Keep the motherfuckers off the streets. But nobody really gives a solution, and if they do, it never goes anywhere. It just never goes anywhere. And all we have from these motherfuckers is a lot of stories, and you felt part of it, and you said, I'm going to do something, and I'm informed. I'm informed is also another phrase of the con, ineffectual black intelligence. I'm informed. What the fuck does that mean? I mean, you know, the only thing you need to be informed about is when they're gonna pave the road on the street that you're going to work on. Goddamn slave. What else do you need to be informed of? There's a road blockage on 78. Don't go down that street today, okay? Thank you for informing us. What the fuck we care about you being informed? See, at the end of the day, young homie, they have muted your voice and muted your reaction to problems by you becoming really nothing. At the end of the day, you're not going to do anything about it. At the end of the day, there's nobody to donate to go out and fight this shit for you, right? Nobody mobilized to do anything. If let's say the brother in Baltimore, if somebody would have said, hey, let's get the Gray family some whatever, a new house. You know what I mean? Let's help their kids with the college fund, or let's make sure he didn't die in vain. Let's do something. But I didn't hear that, and maybe some of you cats do hear that, but I'm sure it wasn't done at that moment, because at that moment we were debating, well, you know, we got a lot of problems with white cops in black neighborhoods. It's like we're in a police state. Let's talk to Negro number 7. Negro number 7, what do you gotta say? Well, we don't own the community, you know, when we burn it down, and CVS got a good price on Snickers. You know what I'm saying? It's just and Negro number 17, what do you gotta say? Well, you know, the police, this is fucked up, man. That's just the way it is. You know, it's just fucked up. Negro number 99, what do you gotta say? Well, the kids should go in the house before dark and we wouldn't have these problems. They're just hoodlums and thugs. Negro 999, I don't like that you called us thugs. This shit is hilarious. Like, what are you gonna do about it, motherfucker? Nothing. But vent and talk and debate, and then you hope that Cornell Gray and some other cats that you respect as being educated sit down at some round table and we're gonna go and talk to the mayor. What the fuck the mayor gonna do? What's gonna happen out of all this shit? And this is what is passed as intelligence these days. To be informed, to like some shit, and to write a blurb on it, and then say, well, I did something. I did enough. That brother got his back broken. We don't like it. It's like you was a little kid shaking your head. No, I don't want a sandwich. No, that's what you motherfuckers are doing. No, daddy, no, mommy, no sandwich. But I guess the intelligent part of saying no is, let's have a talk about it. Live tonight at a town hall meeting near you that you're never gonna fucking go to on CNN, BET. Let's talk about black people dying by white cops. Well, you know, his family was over there, and you know, in that area, it's like 60% unemployment rate. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, what do you want them to do? It's a bad neighborhood, you know? And since black people don't know how to hustle or do anything for themselves, so I guess, you know, it's a lot of drug activity, and then that motherfucker got caught up in the drug. Let me give you something special, homie, because that's close to the way I grew up. When I used to come home at night, sometimes in my McDonald's uniform, you know, and the po-pos would be coming through, because I lived in a pretty bad neighborhood, you know, a lot of gang shit, a lot of drug shit. And I'd just be walking down the street, and the motherfuckers would pull me over and pull on the side of me and harass me and say, you got any cocaine on you? And I'd be like, if I did, why would I tell you? I mean, why would I snitch on myself? Who are you? I know a lot of black people see a white person and think he's Jesus, but I don't, motherfucker. Why the fuck would I tell you? You know what I'm saying? And then they would try to frisk me, and I'm coming home from McDonald's. Do you smell the grease and shit on me, homie? I mean, that ain't cocaine grease. You know what I'm saying? I haven't found a motherfucker that whip up cocaine with lard yet. Right? But I grew up in this area where shit was going down, so I got harassed a lot. I got harassed a whole bunch. You understand what I'm saying? If, you know what I mean, we only went down back streets because we didn't want to run into the police. So when I see all this shit and I think about all these people making a debate, that's a good point, Freeman. That's a good point. What the fuck a good point gonna do? Now, the reason why I put this whole podcast up, brother, because I ain't gonna stop you from throwing your 2 cents in there. And every year, 2 cents due to inflation is less and less and less. There's nothing you could buy with 2 cents anymore, motherfucker. Nothing. Right? I'm not trying to stop you from venting okay? Your beliefs and your disgust. But as a man, the reason why you're a threat is because you're venting to turn into a goddamn problem. The reason why, you know, they tell you that they send drugs into the neighborhood, they send alcohol into the neighborhood, they send prostitution into the neighborhood. They did all that to pacify your natural spirit, which is I might get up and bomb this motherfucker if I feel like it. You keep fucking with me, I'm gonna burn some shit down. So they took some things in there to make you have a hard time. Don't get it twisted. The devil has a plan. The devil has a plan to stop you from doing marches, and the devil has a plan to make sure you don't cause any problems. He disenfranchises you. He makes black people feel that they're better than other black people. When you hear Chris Rock say there's a difference between black people and niggas, and then everybody who's bougie says, yeah, I'm not a nigga. This shit is stupid. And everyone just agrees with it. There's a reason why all this shit is allowed, so your ass won't get up and do something about it. And being a great debater, motherfucker, is not, you know, in law school we had great debate. Because in law school, guess what we would do? We would try to flesh out as much of the argument on our side. But that's in a formal setting, right? We're in front of a judge, and we're in front of a jury. On the street, what the fuck are you in front of? Right now, as you listen to this podcast, what are you in front of? Why are you following the rules of a lawyer when you're not even a lawyer, you're not in a court of law? Why would you adopt those rules? The only reason I can think of is because you think that's what intelligent people would do. They debate. They talk it over. You want to talk it out. Y'all motherfuckers have been bamboozled by all this psychology shit in the world. You know why you don't talk to a motherfucking bear? Because you know it ain't gonna happen. So you get fearful of what the bear can do. And what do as a result? You leave the fucking bear alone. That's what you do. But in a society with humans, guess what? Well, if you're uncivilized and you're uneducated, that's why you don't want to talk things out. The fuck, you broke a dude's back. The fuck are we talking about? You shot another dude while he was running away. The fuck are we talking about? I mean, what the fuck are we talking about? You beat Rodney King up with a camera. If it wasn't for the white dude scared as shit and the thing on camera, they would have made it look like that dude was 10 motherfuckers beating up dude with a billy club. What are we talking about? And that's why I'm always proud I'm from Los Angeles, not from y'all punk ass towns. I'm always glad because, hey, we got enough people say, fuck it. It's going to be a riot. We going to burn some shit down. But you're burning your neighborhoods. You're burning where your mom goes and gets a sandwich. What the fuck, you old retarded motherfucker? The reason why LA got better is because shit got burned down. We'll see if Baltimore gets better. We'll see after they broke this dude's back if somehow they come back to his same neighborhood and say, we got to get rid of this 60% unemployment and this heroin and all that methadone that goes down in Baltimore. I've been there, homie. I lived there, so I know what's going on in Baltimore. I know how that shit get down. I know how hard it is to live in Baltimore and come up. You know, dig what I'm saying? So I've been there. But the thing is, we'll see if we have a whole bunch of educated Negroes talking about something all goddamn day. And the only people that should be talking about it should be the lawyer, the defense attorney, public defender, the judge, seeing if we're going to put these cops in jail. If we not, the rest of y'all just I like what she said today. I like the point they made today. I like that too. I like her outfit. I like the sandwich I had today. You just liking shit. And then you're gonna get on there and debate the shit on there. Well, let's play the devil's advocate. And black people, you love being on the side of the devil. That's just who you are. I'm not, but I know the majority of you are. Well, you know what? Let's say that colored bathroom. Let's see if I can argue from the white person's point of view. Well, it's a colored bathroom, meaning we don't want you to be in there. And, but historically, white people have always, Irish were discriminated against, and gays, and you dilute the goddamn argument because you love being on the side of the devil. Anything but fucking violence or retaliating or doing something about something, you motherfuckers will talk your way out of. The great debaters are nothing to me but a whole bunch of motherfuckers who ain't gonna do shit anyway. That's why I don't listen to you motherfuckers. Freely, you wanna talk about it? What the fuck, man? Are you gay, homie? I don't wanna fucking talk to your ass. You know what I'm saying? You gotta dilute the anger that's in the streets. I ain't doing that shit. I hope they throw a goddamn bomb through the motherfucker. Burn that shit down. I never gonna advocate that. You know, we should, you know, Freeman, you're a leader of people, and maybe you can come out and talk. Hey, Whitey, you just gonna have to pay, homie. I can't be dealing with this kid. You just gonna have to pay. So to wrap this all up, I want you to know I'm not trying to change who you are. Just think about it as your manhood as you become a man. Stop talking so goddamn much. Stop liking so much. Stop wanting to be part of shit that ain't going nowhere. And if you are going to be there, start demanding, well, what the fuck are you going to do about it? What the fuck are you going to do about what's going down? And then you'll find out that you're talking to the great debaters. And they're going to throw in a little something to make you laugh. Ha ha ha, that was a funny point. Right? And they're going to hand out pamphlets. And they're going to march down the street talking some more. And then somebody going to interview Negro number 1742. And he going to say, well, we got our point across today, didn't we? Next time, partner.